Hi, I'm Sam from Sony's UK training team, and today we're going to take a look at some of Sony's key lenses. Let's take a look at the 90mm f2.8 macro G lens. So, who's it for? Well, if you want to shoot close-up detailed images of, for example, flowers or insects, then you need a macro lens. And the Sony 90mm macro is a great choice. It's been awarded Compact System Camera Lens of the Year. It's the first image-stabilised E-mount macro lens, which means your images will be sharp and detailed even when handheld. The 90mm macro can even be used for portrait photography. It's dust and weather sealed, so even if you take it into difficult environments, this lens won't let you down. The lens is really easy to use. As you can see, it has a focus limiter switch which allows you to control how far from the lens the autofocus will search. This means by flicking this switch, you can speed up your autofocus times. It's really handy for tricky macro shots. The focus ring doubles as an autofocus manual focus switch by pulling it backwards and forwards, so it's quick and easy to pick a point of focus. If you want to try the focus features, pick a subject with a level of detail that would only be seen up close. For example, some loose change from your pocket. It's so easy to focus faster using the focus limiter to only focus on the immediate foreground, like this. Let's take a look at the 24-240 Sony lens. So, who's it for? Well, if you want to go travelling, or just get out and about without carrying too much kit, this could be the perfect lens for you. It has a massive range of focal length, from wide angle to telephoto. This means you can shoot landscapes, portraits, architecture, sports and more with a single lens. The lens has optical steady shot, so as well as compensating for handheld camera shake, it also makes it easier to capture sharper images in low light and also at the telephoto end of the zoom range. The easiest way to try this is first pick a distant subject. I'd suggest a sign or an object across the road. Next, capture a wide shot, then zoom in and shoot again. This versatility means you can travel light and capture all the images you'll need. Here's the Sony 50mm f1.8 lens. It's a really clear choice for Sony E-mount users. So who's going to want a lens like this? Well, everybody really. It's affordable, it's compact, it's the perfect first prime lens. If you want to take pictures of your friends and family, then this lens is a really great choice. The standout feature of this lens is its wide f1.8 aperture, which makes it great in low light conditions and for creating shallow depth of field images. It uses 7 blades to maintain a circular aperture, producing beautifully defocused backgrounds and creating smooth bokeh. To demonstrate this lens, we'll create a portrait photo. After setting the aperture to f1.8, take a photo of a friend from around 2 meters away. The wide f1.8 aperture delivers beautifully defocused backgrounds while adding emphasis to the subject. Let's take a look at the 70-200G. A lens that brings the action closer and maintains f4 at wide angle and telephoto. This is perfect if you want to capture detailed images from further away, for example, sports and wildlife photography. This lens delivers an exceptional level of control. As you can see here on the side, you can choose whether to use the built-in optical steady shot, to switch modes for panning shots, to switch to manual focus for trickier shooting subjects, or to turn on a focus limiter, to stop the lens from focusing on anything closer than 3 meters. So for example, if you stood behind a wire fence at, say, a racetrack, the lens won't focus on the fence. There's even focus locking buttons here at the front. To demonstrate the 70-200G, there are plenty of options, not least the magnification power of the lens. The controls on the side will allow you to turn steady shot on and off, and to see the effect it has, especially at 200mm. In shutter priority mode, set the speed to a slower speed, say 1/60th of a second. Then take two photos, one with steady shot on and one with steady shot off. As you can see from the resulting two photos, steady shot will help you achieve sharper photos every time. The Sony range of lenses is ever expanding, so for an up-to-date list of what's available, check the Sony website.